This short video is meant to help you with the first step of the writing process for our consumer artifact analysis essay. And that step is to begin considering what consumer artifact you will focus on for your essay. So for this week, I'm not even asking us to choose a topic just yet. Really, this week is all about considering options, considering possible topics for this paper. And so if we take a look here, this series of images, all of these images would make for and have made for great topics for this paper. So notice they all have something in common. All of these images are of artifacts that you can purchase within the American economy. So we've got Starbucks cup of coffee, we've got a Tesla, we've got a Nintendo Switch, a video game console system, a Big Mac. So again, it could be food items, it could be items that have real functions. It could be entertainment stuff that we entertain ourselves with. And even some objects that you might not consider at first a thought when thinking about consumer artifacts, like a puppy, for example, or maybe a couple of concert tickets or a subscription to Spotify. So again, most of the time, the artifact that you choose will be a physical object, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. It could be a digital object, like a subscription to a music service. You're paying for that every week, and we can point to it as an artifact on your phone. And it does have social and cultural significance if we start to analyze those objects, those digital objects. So this week, really, what we are trying to do is we are trying to consider what possible topics we would like to focus on. So for this week, our job is to just consider the possibilities. And a great way to do that is to create a topic list. So this could either be an actual piece of paper that you're writing on. It could be just a blank document from your word processing program. And what I'd like you to do is to just take a look around at your world. Look at the objects, the artifacts that surround you. And just start to think about them in terms of social and cultural significance. Start with their function, why we use them, what's the reason that we have them in our house in terms of how we use them. But then go beyond that. Go start to think beyond just function and start to ask yourself, so what do these objects suggest about the person who possesses them, the person who bought them? What kind of values does it express about the person when you see them in possession of it? And you might also start to think about the impact that an artifact has had on people's daily lives, on your daily life, on others, and then also maybe perhaps even the larger impact that it's had on communities or even American society. So again, this week it really is just about keeping our eyes open, looking around our world, not just perhaps in our home or our room, but out in the world, looking at our world as a collection of consumer artifacts that hold perhaps more meaning than just what they might suggest when thinking about their function. So I have here a really long list of artifacts, consumer artifacts that students in past classes have focused on to great effect. These all produced effective consumer artifact analysis essays. And so this long list, along with the series of pictures up here, is just to get your mind thinking about the possibilities. What are the possibilities for topics for this paper? Yes, you are more than welcome to use any one of these objects as your topic, but you definitely do not have to. You should choose something that you find interesting, that you would think would be interesting to analyze for its social cultural significance, perhaps something that you yourself use or own. This way we could leverage your expertise and your knowledge when we start to analyze and we start to build evidence for the social and cultural significance of your artifact. So once again, everyone, again, you're not choosing your topic today or this week. Really, this week is all about considering options And then early next week, we will look to solidify what that single topic will be, what that single consumer artifact will be. And then we will dive into some analyses, including some semiotic analyses, to see if we can't find all of the different social and cultural significances of your artifact. Going forward, we will then take that analysis and we'll start to try to find what single idea we really want to focus on for our papers. But again, that's a couple weeks down the line. This week, just have fun looking around your world and seeing what kind of artifacts might be interesting to analyze within the context of this assignment.